Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Nancy Ennis, and I'd like to welcome all of you to Unity of Charlotte today. Right in the middle of this beautiful Christmas season, we can feel that love and that peace and that joy within us and all around us. And I welcome you into our time of contemplation, a time to be still, a time to be quiet, a time to just settle inside of ourselves. So let us begin our time together today with our identity statement, to remember who we are and why we're here and what we are called to do. And we'll take that together. Unity of Charlotte is a heart-centered community that celebrates and teachings that every person is a sacred being. We are an open-minded, progressive community that honors and learns from the teachings of Jesus and other enlightened masters. We co-create a spiritual center that practices and demonstrates the transformative healing power of love. Our chaplain will bring us our daily word today.
Good morning. Prosperity. I joyfully give and I joyfully receive. Like attracts like. So a consciousness of good serves as a mental magnet for further good. Recognizing that I hold the key to this attraction, I readily release thoughts of negativity and affirm only truth. The absolute truth is this: I am prosperous here and now. The past cannot limit me. The present moment of my all aliveness is a rich blessing. The future holds only plenty for me. No matter what circumstances appear, my sincere gratitude for God's bounty ensures my ongoing security and well-being. Steeped in gratitude, I cheerfully radiate and receive Spirit's infinite abundance. I am thankful for the many blessings and gratefully affirm I joyfully give and I joyfully receive. Finally, beloved, whatever is true, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Philippians 4:8. I'm Darcel Spears. I am the chaplain in motion today. I'd love for you to come if you like, and down the hall, and we can pray, or we can celebrate, we can talk. You're quite welcome.
So let us join together now in the prayer of the heart. Just get quiet and still. And bring all of our attention to our heart center. And for a few moments, just breathe in and out through that heart center. Breathing in and out through our heart space. Then, centered in our heart, feel the presence and the power of love that lives in our heart, given to us to share with the world, opening a place for us to receive back. So love can flow in and amongst us, connecting us together, knowing that love goes wherever it's sent, and it's received in whatever way it's meant to be received. We don't have to direct love, we just can send it freely, generously, and joyously. So feeling that love in our heart, let's send it to ourselves first. Let it fill us up from the tip of our toes to the top of our head and flow down our arms and through our being into this room. feel the presence of love surrounding us now, flowing in amongst us and connecting our hearts together in the one heart. We send that power and presence of love out into the neighborhood that surrounds us. To all the hearts that are hurting this morning and looking for love, who are willing to let love in, it's here for them now. And so send it to the hospitals in this city, and to all the people in the hospital, patients, caregivers, workers, so that your presence can flow in amongst and through them. Send it to the hospitals everywhere in our country. It's healing power. It's unifying power. That is love, doing its perfect work. And send it to any trouble spots now in our world. Send it to the places where people are grieving, such as in Paris, France, and in California, where the acts of terrorism have brought fear and grief. And see love dissolving that fear as people come to help, and people know the love of God flowing out into this world. Then if there's anyone you personally would like to send love to this morning, send it to them. And in this Christmas season, if there's anyone you need to forgive or needs to forgive you perhaps, send the love to them. Remembering family members, friends, people who are in service to our world, people who are in leadership in our world, send that love to them. People who are seeking leadership, send the love to them. Feel that love flowing around our world, hearts opening and people connecting, the presence and power of God flowing through the people. Bring us into the experience of heaven on earth, where we live in our oneness, as our oneness, and through our oneness, in all we say and all we do. So bringing your attention back to your heart space again. Feel it open and the love flowing. Yourself filled with love. As we say thank you to God. Thank you for Jesus. Thank you for Jesus' birth that we can celebrate. Thank you for the meaning it has for us this year. Thank you for all of your blessings. And so it is. Amen. So all stories that come at Christmas are a tradition. We all have traditional stories that we remember and we bring them out this time of year. And that's true here at Unity of Charlotte. We have a traditional Christmas story. So I'm going to invite you now just to settle back in your seat, and we'll join together and share a cup of Christmas tea. It's a story written by a man for his family, for the memories of Christmas past and the joys of Christmas present, and the promises of Christmas yet to come. And his name is Tom Haig. So we thank him for this story that opens us to the Christmas spirit within us. So here's the story. The log is in the fireplace, all spiced up and set to burn. At last the yearly Christmas race was in the clubhouse turn. The cards were in the mail, all gifts beneath the tree, and 30 days reprieve till Visa could catch up with me. And though smug satisfaction seemed the order of the day, still something was nagging at me and would not go away. A week before, I got a letter from my old great aunt. It read, Of course, I'll understand completely if you can't. But if you find you have some time, how wonderful if we could have a little chat and share a cup of Christmas tea. She'd had a mild stroke that year which crippled her left side. Though housebound now, my folks had said, it hadn't hurt her pride. They said, she'd love to see you, what a nice thing it would be for you to go and maybe have a cup of Christmas tea. But boy, I didn't want to go. Oh, what a bitter pill to see an old relation so far she had gone downhill. I remembered her as vigorous, as funny, and as bright. I remember Christmas Eves when she regaled us half the night. I don't want to risk all that. I didn't want the pain. I didn't need to be depressed. I didn't need the strain. What about my brother? Why not him? She's his aunt too. I thought I had it justified, but then, before I knew, the reason not to go I so painstakingly had built were cracking wide and crumbling like an acid rain of guilt. I put on boots and gloves and cap, shame stinging every pore. Armed with squeegee, sand, and map, I went out my front door. I drove in from the suburbs to the older part of town. The pastels of the newer homes gave way to gray and brown. I had the disembodied feeling as the car pulled up and stopped beside the wooden house that held the Christmas cup. How I got up to her door, I really couldn't tell. I watched my hand rise up and pressed the button on the bell. I waited, aided by my nervous rocking to and fro, and just as I was thinking I should turn around and go, I heard the rattle of the china in the hutch against the wall. The triple beat of 2 feet and a crutch came down the hall. The clicking of the door latch, the sliding of the bolt, and a little swollen struggle popped it open with a jolt. Oh, she stood there pale and tiny, looking fragile as an egg. I forced myself from staring at the brace that held her leg. And though her thick bifocals seemed to crack and spread her eyes, their milky and refracted depths lift up with young surprise. Oh, come in, she laughed the words. She took me by the hand, and all my fears dissolved away as if by her command. We went inside, and then, before I knew how to react, before my eyes and ears and nose, was Christmas past, alive, intact. The scent of candied oranges, of cinnamon and pine, the antique wooden soldiers in their military line, the porcelain nativity I'd always loved so much, the Dresden and the crystal I've been told I mustn't touch. My spirit fairly bolted like a child out of class and danced among the ornaments of calico and glass. Like magic, I was 6 again, deep in a Christmas spell, steeped in the million memories the boy inside knew oh so well. And here among old Christmas cards, so lovingly displayed, a special place of honor for the ones we kids had made. And there, beside her rocking chair, the center of it all, my great aunt stood and said, how nice it was I'd come to call. I sat and I rattled on about the weather and the flu. She listened patiently, then smiled and said, what's new? Thoughts and words began to flow. I started making sense. I lost the phony breeziness I used when I get tense. She was still patiently interested in everything I did. She was positive, encouraged, like when I was a kid. Simple generalities still set her into fits. She demanded the specifics, the particulars, the bits. We talked about the limitations that she had to face, and she spoke with utter candor, with humor and good grace. Then, defying the reality of crutch and straightened knee, on wings of hospitality, she flew to brew the tea. I sat alone with feelings that I hadn't felt in years. I looked around at Christmas through a hot blur of tears. The candles and the holly she'd arranged on every shelf, the impossibly good cookies she still somehow baked herself. But those rich tactile memories became quite pale and thin when measured by the Christmas my great aunt kept deep within. Her body halved and nearly spent, but my grand aunt was whole. I saw a Christmas miracle, the triumph of a soul. The triple beat of 2 feet and a crutch came down the hall, the rattle of the china in the hutch against the wall. She poured 2 cups. She smiled, and then she handed one to me, and then we settled back, and we had a cup of Christmas tea. So I invite you to center into that space now. We'll join together singing our song for meditation. David Holtz will lead the meditation this morning.
Good morning. Let's prepare for meditation, please. As you just center yourself in your chair, declare that your sacred space. That's where you are, the I am that you are. Bring your attention into this moment and focus upon your breath. Being conscious that breathing in through the nostrils takes a little more effort than the exhale of the breath. The exhale is always to remind us that we can let go of anything that is no longer serving us for our higher good. So during this meditation this morning, if there's anything that is not serving you for your higher good, I invite you to just let it go with the exhale of the breath. This morning, we're going to meditate upon the ones for peace in such time of turmoil. We're going to join this morning with the great vision and effort of our dear friend and brother Lawrence, as he is entering into a place of connecting people in meditation because of a vision to become collective. So as we call upon the ones for peace, we might call them the enlightened ones. We may call them the Holy Spirit, the higher self, Christ consciousness, or God, however you choose to call. Bring them in through intention. As we open ourselves to receive help in this time of so much challenge and division on our planet, we ask that they come in and to seed our hearts with change, with love and transformation. We call upon them collectively as a group, for they are so powerful, beyond the dimension that we live in day by day. Their portal and their entrance into our dimension is through our heart door. We open our hearts. You might picture, feel, or imagine the presence of this higher presence, and allow the presence to fill your heart with love. Put your awareness on your heart center located in an area around your physical heart. And now imagine a line of light from your heart center to the heart centers of everyone here in this room. creating a collective heart. And from the collective heart, we radiate out in all directions, north, east, west, and south. All of you are here joined to send out the call of love to all humanity. Radiate your love out to all who are ready to receive. And now let the hearts of those to receive be opened. Send your love now to the animals assisting in their evolution. You can pick your favorite group of animals and radiate love to those. Send love to plants, seeing the vibrant and healthy creating of more of a beautiful new species. And most of all, now receive back the love that you gave out back to yourself in the form of a healing, if you need it, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, in the form of prosperity or blessing. Receive, receive, receive. And so it is. Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high up the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace, one mighty king, do you know what I know? A child, shivers in the cold, let us bring him silver and gold, let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say, pray for peace, people everywhere, listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light, he will bring us goodness and light, he will bring us goodness and light, he will bring us goodness and light. salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrall. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds watch and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary.
A couple of weeks ago, when Nancy approached me about writing a special program for Christmas, I thought about the certain snapshots we sort of take in our life of people that are for us incidental characters, but past the snapshot, their lives go on. And I thought it might be interesting to sort of speculate if Jesus, as a young man, wanted to seek out the three kings who had given him gifts to show his gratitude. So that's sort of the theme of this. This, in the typical Unity way, ended up being rather spontaneous because the casting was going on even right before the program. So I want to thank a lot of the folks that just kind of stepped up to fill the parts. So it's going to be in the spirit of radio, of early radio, and particularly live TV, where anything could happen. But hopefully we'll all be, as they say, in divine order. So,
Greg, do you want them to come up here?
Yes, so if we could have part of our mobile cast, Lawrence and the two young folks from the youth team, up by the podium mic. And this will be hopefully the only direction that that I give.
Dream on.
Travel so far, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
The time is many Christmases ago. The young mystic, Jesus, is talking with his parents about the three kings who were the first worshipers. As with all seekers, he is filled with questions.
Father, the three magi who sought me out at my birth, whatever became of them?
Who can say? They left in shadow, fearing Herod's anger. Why do you ask?
This year I should like to seek them out to offer to them my gift. A gift of my gratitude for their befriending a child they did not know.
But how would you find them? The east is vast. They may not even be living.
They found me, guided by a single light in a universe of stars. Certainly their light still shine in a universe of souls. I shall follow the footprint of their goodness.
Mary and Joseph knew their son to be a creature of unwavering purpose. So they thought better of lending voice to the misgivings they had about his quest. They fortified him as best they could for his long journey, filling a sack with bread, dates, and dried fish, carving him a staff, and sewing a cape which would be his cloak by day and blanket by night. Then they apprehensively watched him shrink into the distance, like so many who love those propelled by destiny. His first mission was finding Melchior, the bearer of gold.
Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
He made his way, teaching and ministering to the needy in spirit, and asking if any had commerce with the king. His first guidepost came from a pottery merchant.
18 years ago, I was a beggar, a penniless outcast. One day I was offering my cup to passerbys. By a man with long white hair and beard approached me. His gold cloak is still vivid in my memory. He said to me, "This is the riches of your soul," and laid at my feet a jewel-encrusted bag, which turned out to house coins of considerable worth. I was mute with gratitude, and he merely smiled and gently withdrew. Because of his kindness, I was able to purchase these wares and become a respected seller. This must be the man you seek.
As Jesus journeyed on, he heard more stories such as this about the man of gold, as he was often called, imparting riches to the needy. Finally, he came upon a beggar in the marketplace, a white-haired man with a tattered gold cloak, silently holding out a humble goblet for alms. Jesus approached him.
Good sir, 18 years ago you came to a child of poor estate and gave him gifts of gold, though you knew him not.
You, the Son of the Sky.
This time I have come to offer my gift to you. It is the gift of the acknowledgement of your legacy, that of a king so grand in spirit that he impoverished himself to serve those in want. In my Father's house you shall ever be one with the thought of generosity. Your immortal image, your magnificent white hair and beard shall be linked to the spirit of giving in remembrance of my birth forever.
Saying this, Jesus embraced him, then departed. Next he sought out Gaspar, the bearer of the healing frankincense.
Frankincense to offer have I, incense owns a deity nigh, prayer and praising all men raising, worship him God on high. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
The first step toward him came in the testimony of a stoneworker.
Many years ago, I was so frail that the only task that I could do was to bring cups of water to the stoneworkers. One day, as I was unsteadily walking, a beardless man with brown hair and a green cape neared me. He said he had healing balms that would give strength to my weak frame. Producing a tinted bottle, he proceeded to anoint me, telling me that my strong body was just waiting to be born. The instant he did that, I could feel might pouring into me. Each day I felt stronger and stronger, drawing force from his words and baptism. Look at me now, I can wield the heaviest hammer with ease, and all due to this man who made me aware of my power.
The stories increased as Jesus neared their source. Recollections of the weak and sick, made strong by the encouragement of the boy-faced healer and his regenerating oils. In time, he came across a beardless man, swaying with infirmity, sitting by the side of the road, selling small trinkets spread out on a green cape.
Sire, 18 years ago you visited a child in a manger, meek with the ravages of hunger and new life. You gave him your gift of frankincense, and he grew strong.
My Lord, you have blossomed under the gaze of the stars.
I have come to lay before this altar, made humble by your years of sacrifice, my gift to you. It is the gift of the recognition of the inheritance you left to the family of humankind, a life spent helping the weak find their inner strength. In my Father's house you shall ever be known as the healer of the spirit, mender of the body, part of the Son of Man's nativity for all time.
Jesus knelt before him and then went about his last mission, the quest for King Balthazar, bearer of myrrh, the resin of immortality.
Myrrh is mine, its bitter perfume breathes the life of gathering gloom. Sorrow, sighing, bleeding, dying, sealed in a stone-cold tomb. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
As before, he asked questions of the various townfolk he encountered. But it wasn't until he saw a young girl placing flowers on a gravesite that he knew he would soon be led to the last Magi. He knew because the girl was smiling.
This is the grave of my father, a rabbi. When I was very young, he was taken mortally ill, and as he lay on his deathbed, he despaired that God would not welcome him, and he would die in fear and pain. One day, a tall black man in a purple coat came to our door, requesting audience with the dying one. He entered his room and placed a brick of frankincense on the table by the bed. As he lit it, the soothing fumes filled the chamber as the man held my father's hand, reassuring him that death was not to be feared, but was a portal to a new existence where all were welcomed into joy and love. As he said these things, my father smiled peacefully and slipped away. The stranger stood, then told me to remember and share the sacrament of the frankincense to those who fear death, to remind them that it is the blessed return to the home of God.
Jesus bore witness to more accounts such as these as he neared his third destination, about the angel of gentle death, who gave courage and hope to the dying and those who grieved for them. Early one evening, he went into a grove looking for fruits and berries to fill his sack. There, under an olive tree, he found a supine figure in a purple coat, breathing fitfully. He sat beside the man.
Brave Magi, before you stands the child you beheld 18 years ago, portent of heaven. O diviner of the planets, you were foretold of my birth, and likewise saw my death. Your gift of frankincense gave me vision beyond the grave, and imparted peace and courage that one day I will draw upon in the hour of greatest need.
The child king, you may well be the last face I behold. My breaths are numbered, I fear.
Then receive my gift that bridges worlds. You were given life eternal in the sight of God, and you turned it into life eternal in the sight of man. In my Father's house you shall be known as the singer of heaven, the one who made the passage of souls joyous, and to lighten the burden of bereavement. You shall represent the promise of my birth into eternal life till time ceases.
Balthasar, receiving this, died peacefully. Jesus arranged for his burial, then began his journey home. He arrived in his parents' doorway 1 year to the day after he left, his 19th birthday. Mary and Joseph were feverish with joy and anxious to hear about his adventure. He told them about the kings and the lives they led, personifying their offerings on the first Christmas.
It is my wish that if my birth is ever celebrated, it will be remembered in the journeys of the Magi. May we always share our blessings and remember that every life and every death is a gift. Peace, love, and joy to the world.
Glorious now, behold him arise, King and God and sacrifice. Hallelujah, hallelujah, earth to heaven replies. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
Amen, and Merry Christmas.
The genius of Greg James, folks. I mean, just unbelievable. Say to you, first of all, this song that I wrote a couple of months ago is not really a Christmas song, but it was kind of inspired by a statement I think David made a couple of months ago about maybe in unity not willing to really come forth and talk about Jesus that much as we do celebrate the teachings of other religious masters. And it prompted me to think, Jesus is my primary mentor, my primary wayshower. And so when I wrote this song, I was thinking that love is what I learned most about Jesus. And so the song is called Rock Me With Your Love, Sweet Jesus. I said, Jesus, are you listening? Can you hear my humble plea? I need something from you, Lord, and I need it unconditionally. I said, oh, it's the love I'm needing, Jesus. Oh, it's the love that ceaseless. Bathe me in your love so I can be all you want me to be. Said, baptize me in the Spirit, Lord, and teach me to follow your ways. And I need your love in my life each and every day. Oh, you're like a spiritual hymn, just soothing my soul on the outside then. Same love that dwells in the heart of the Spirit up above. I said, rock me with your Jesus. Oh, it's so precious and oh so fine. Rock me with your love, sweet Jesus. Carry me on down the line. I said, rock me with your love, sweet Jesus. Oh, it's so precious and oh so fine. Rock me with your love, sweet Jesus. Carry me on down the line. Clap if you want to. I said, elevate my faith now, Jesus. My heart with you I want to entrust. Oh, that I could walk in your shadow and send out your kind of love. Well, I know when disappointments abound, you're gonna send me some loving on down, and your love's enough to help me through. Come what may. I said, rock me with love, sweet Jesus. Oh, it's so precious and oh so fine. Rock me with your love, sweet Jesus, and carry me on down the line. I said, rock me with your love, sweet Jesus. It's so precious and oh so fine. Rock me with love, sweet Jesus. Carry me on down the line. I said, rock me with your love, sweet Jesus. 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 Rock me with your love. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. My song shall forever record God's wondrous works and vast design, the tender mercies of our Lord, His faithfulness forever shines for all time. How great is our God! His swelling seas obey His will. Waves His voice can still. How great is our God! His word is faithful now as then. Blessed be His name. Amen. Amen. That endure, a faithfulness that never dies. His kingdom promise forevermore, established changeless in the sky, where angels fly. How great is our God! The faithful sees and now His will. Angry waves His voice can still. How great is our God! His word is faithful now as when. Blessed be His name. Amen. Amen. How great is our God! 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 The heavens sing, that our voices ring. How great is our God! Your swelling seas obey His will. The angry waves His voice can still.
how great is our God. His word is faithful now as then. Blessed be his name, amen. Amen. God, shine your light that I might see the broken roads that are in front of me, up every hill and down each valley, along the road of faith. Be a lamp unto my feet, so I'll know what's shallow, what is steep. Point out the perils, Lord, that I might meet along the road of faith. God, illuminate the path I take. Help me learn from all of my mistakes. Give me light for every step I take along the road of faith. My God, I know my God will show. My God, I know will save no matter what, where I go, not whatever dangers I might take. You are my God, be by my side. You are my God, you will I treasure in the love from high above. You me with your amazing grace along the road of faith. Where there's darkness, let there now be light. Let me know my needs will be supplied. Oh God, let your radiance shine bright along the road of faith. My God, I know my God will show. My God, I know will keep you safe. No matter what, whatever, not whatever dangers I might face, you are God, be by my side. You are my God, you will I praise. It's lead the way, along the way, your name along will I praise. Along the road of faith. With each new step I won't forget that it is you who is my King. I'm not alone. Never gone, forever will I sing, and come what may, whatever you say, you and only you I pray. Show me the way, along the way your hand will I obey. Along the road of along the road of faith. Climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Every little one that I step over puts me further on down the way. Some sweet day I'm gonna make my way to my final resting place. Climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Well, we've all been in the valley of darkness. God knows I've taken my turn. But I found out that these valleys are nothing but lessons to be learned. And when I turn my trials over to the Spirit,
Things get a little bit better by the minute.
I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. And every little rung that I step over put me further on down the way. gonna make my way to my final resting place. Climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Some days, Lord, I have to take a step back, I take 2 steps going ahead. Sometimes I try to make it on my own, and sometimes I feel led. At the end of the day, I'm hoping to be
1 step closer to my Lord and King.
I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Every little rung that I step over put me further on down the way. Sweet day, I wanna make my way to my final resting place. Climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. I'm climbing up, 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 I'm climbing up, I'm climbing up, I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. Yeah, I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. And every little rung that I step over put me further on down the way. Here's some sweet day, I'm gonna make my way to my final resting place. I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day. I'm climbing up that holy ladder a little bit more each day.